brain exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine and Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor. That you can't wait to comment on my mistakes and my blunders. Hey, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'm the most hated, but play I'm taking your date and your woman. Oh dang, your date is your woman. I trade her later if you want her. And she bring friction like Raiden and Blanca. Statements behaving like Saint and dangerous when drinking angry. The same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.
What's going on? What it do, y'all? It's your boy back for another episode 89 to the Pull Out Game Podcast, man. How y'all doing, man? I appreciate everybody tuning in. You know it's all love. I definitely rock with y'all back. And the subscriber count going up like the escalator at the mall. Matter of fact, an unlimited escalator. You know the electric steps that be at the mall, man, that folks still run up they sales when it's supposed to be doing it for you. But anyway, the subscriber count going up. Did I say the subscriber count? The subscriber count is going up. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Little tongue tie, little tongue twister. But look, man, gonna get to a jersey. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man, this is the greatest jersey collection on the planet. Can't say that enough. I got this ring light in front of me too, man. It's like, it's cooking me, man. The ring light get hot. In the words of Marlon Wayans, y'all remember the episode? Make it hot. Anyway, but look, man, it is a little hot. But look, man, I appreciate y'all, man. We finna get to the first jersey. I got a little story to tell, and something I want to share with y'all. Something happy. It's crazy story, man. But let's pull out the first jersey. Then we're gonna get to the story. Then we're gonna get to the player of the jersey I pulled out. So this is a pull out game. What else you expect? But the first jersey I'm finna pull out, this dude right here, man. Stop playing. Y'all see this, man? Y'all see this dude, man? Y'all wonder who jersey this is? Number 92. New York Giants. The New York Football Giants. That's what they, the name they call them, the New York Football Giants. But, the New York Giants of the NFL, man. I mean, of the NFL, is the NFL. They in the NFL. But look, this dude, legendary. Y'all already know, man. Everything I'm pulling out, legendary. But, man, we finna cut to the chase and all the talk. This dude right here, man, I'll tell you, man, he don't like just broke all barriers and just created his own lane, man. And just, he was an underdog, man. He became a winning underdog. But look, who we talk about? This dude no other than Michael Strahan. Michael Strahan, the football player that won a ring and, start hosting Good Morning America. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is, man. With that lady Kelly Ripa. You know what I'm saying? Good Morning America, man. Come on, man. Yeah, man. But before he did that, he did other things too, man. He made a name for himself on that football field, man. Yeah. Y'all see it, man. Mr. Michael Strahan. All Stitch, everything. New York Giants jersey, man. Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, make sure y'all see what's going on. Michael Strahan, all still everything, New York Giants football jersey, NFL jersey. You know what I'm saying? Michael Strahan was a beast. We finna get to him in a minute. Y'all hold tight. Y'all already know the pull-out game, man. But look, man, I just want to thank y'all, man. Y'all been representing, holding it down. I mean, you know what I'm saying, the weeks that I don't be on, y'all be asking where it's at, or y'all saying y'all can't wait for the next episode, and I just love y'all, man. I do, man. I really love y'all, man. Like, for real. We a family, man. I really look at y'all like a family, man. Like, for real, man. So, thank y'all. Continue to tell your people, and tell your people to tell them to tell their people, and, and keep the rotation going. Keep it, going down the line, telling, talking, whatever you got to do, man. Talk to your folk about the podcast, man. Appreciate the like, the subscribers. Man, I'm talking about the comments. the shares, everything, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. But look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick before we get to the Michael Strahan all stick everything jersey, man. Stop playing with this guy. But look, y'all want to hear a crazy story though? When I was like 20 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was like back in the days, man. You know what I'm saying? Back in my heyday. You know what I'm saying? Like the old folks say, back in my heyday, young blood. But look, I had went to the fair, and you know, and to be fair, I'm gonna keep all names out. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, we older now, but you know, it's just what it is though, man. But I ain't gonna say no name. But look, this is what happened. I went to the fair. You know what I'm saying? The fair, like in my city, Columbus, Greater Columbus Fair, what they call it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my city, Columbus, Georgia. The fair called Greater Columbus Fair. I don't know if it's still called that, but you know, the fair come every year. But anyway, the Greater Columbus Fair. I end up going with this girl that I really liked, right? I liked her. You know what I'm saying? She ended up going with me, and we went to the fair. I paid for her to get in, right? And, you know, I'm thinking it's just going to be a me and her interaction. We kicking it, you know, walking the fair, eating some food and playing some game, riding some rides, you know, like a kind of like slick like a couple, though. I ain't really know what we was, but I knew we was talking, but, you know, we didn't have no sex. Y'all keep that in mind, too. Y'all remember I said that. We definitely did not have sex. I know y'all probably saying, why he bragging about he didn't have sex? But anyway, that's for another time down the line in this story. But look. But y'all remember I said that. But look, we went to the fair. We kicked it, thinking like gonna be like we walking the, you know, around the fair like a couple. So about 5 or 10 minutes of getting to the fair, she ran into her homegirls. And when she ran into two of her homegirls, she started chilling with them. She left me hanging by myself at the fair, walking around, right? Just walking by myself, and I'm like, you know, I didn't have no, you know, back then wasn't really cell phone, wasn't really popular like they are now. So I'm really just walking. I ain't got nothing to like waste time. Nothing. I'm just walking in my thoughts, just walking. While she walking around the whole fair with her homegirls. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So I just kept walking. You know, it been so long ago, I don't really remember like my thought process, but I was thinking like, yeah, it's kind of messed up, but it's all good. Maybe she'll circle back and we'll kick it. You know, I'm thinking like, you know, I'm thinking hoping that, you know, she'll come back around and we'll kick it. Maybe she just want to talk to them for a minute. But anyway, I end up seeing her again. She with her homegirls. And she chose, you know, rubbed me on the arm as we walking by each other. We supposed to be walking together. Walk by, she rubbed me on the arm. I guess she's trying to say like, you know, damn, I'm doing them bad, but let me rub them on the arm or something to make it seem like I'm not doing them too dirty. Like I do acknowledge that he's there. So, you know, it's like what it was, right? So, it's crazy that, you know, all that happened. I'm still like in my thoughts. And then, come to find out, I seen a homeboy that was at the fair too. And then he was like, ain't you at the fair with, you know, he knew who she was too. And I was like, yeah, I'm at the fair. Then he was like, I just seen your girl talking to the other dude, you know. So, you know, it seemed like she wanted me to pay for her to get in the fair so she could chill her homegirl and this so-called other dude that she meeting up with. I don't know. And I'm guessing she'll talk to another dude. I'm like, why she didn't go to the fair with him? I don't know. You know, some females do weird stuff. You know, I ain't saying all females, but a lot of females do weird stuff because they feel they can and it don't make sense. But anyway, so he told me, you know, she was kicking it. She would talk to another dude and they were hugging and the two homegirls were right there too while they were doing all of them kicking it. And I'm just walking around the fair by myself. Like, this is what we doing? So I ran into her again. She was still walking with her homegirl. And she was like, hey, how you doing, babe? And all that. And I'm like, babe, like, what you just talk to another dude? Because I didn't catch it. My homeboy told me. I know my homeboy. He don't lie like that. I've been knowing him for years. So, you know, she was like, Oh man, that was just a friend. I don't know what else you talking about. I didn't want to really hug it. At first she said we just well, at first she said we just friends, and then she said that I don't know what you're talking about, and it was just weird stuff. So anyway, you know, we end up kicking it. You know, she still walked with her homegirl like most of the whole night. I don't even know how the night ended. Far as like, did I take her home or did she ride with them? I don't know. It was so while ago, but so long ago. But what I do remember, you know, we end up not talking. We end up falling out. Well, not falling out, but we just stopped talking. Well, we did kind of fall out, how that, you know, interaction at the fair, her chilling with homegirls and me going over here just rubbed me the wrong way. So we end up eventually like fading off and just fizzing off and stop talking. Right? So come to find out, I ran into this girl that knew all three of them. Like, matter of fact, all four of them that knew the dude she was talking to, the two girls, her homegirl, and the girl that I was with. And do you know this girl told me the backstory of what happened with them? Y'all wouldn't believe it, but I'm finna tell y'all what happened. What happened was, the girl that I was with, I won't say their name so bad, but I'd never do no snitching, no talking, and no mess like that. But I gotta tell y'all what happened in my life, though. This part of my life. Y'all been rocking with me all this time. I'll tell y'all what be going on in my life besides me collecting jerseys, man, and my music. So, but anyway, the girl that told me this too, I ain't even gonna say her name. But anyway, she told me that the girl that I was kicking it with, oh, I won't say their name so bad. I'm not gonna say it. But the girl that I was kicking with, you know, she was with her homegirls at the fair. The two homegirls at the fair were like her best friend. They were like her, damn near, she called them her sisters, right? Her sisters, like, that's my sis. Yeah, hey sis, she rocked with them. She left me for him at the fair and all this, right? And then, you know, the dude that she met up with at the fair too, you know, they end up kicking it. It really find out she was talking to him too. So, what happened was, her two besties, best friends, sis, and all that going on, come to find out that they backstabbed the girl I was talking to in the back by sleeping with the dude that they met up with at the fair. That old girl met up with the fair that I was talking to, that she met up with, her two best friends ended up sleeping with that dude. You know what I'm saying? And that was her dude. You know, she was talking to him. You know what I mean? Her was kicking it, but find out that was her whole boyfriend. So, you know, and I wonder why, like, I never kissed her or nothing like that, you know, and she was just, I don't know, she was just acting too, like she was too all that. And I'm glad she was, because let me tell y'all what went down. So, old girl told me that the two girls ended up sleeping with her boyfriend. And then one of the girls, that's the first girl that slept with him, had an STD. It was herpes. Let's get it out there. It was herpes. And then so after that, you know, nobody not telling nobody nothing. The other girl ended up sleeping with the boyfriend. Cause the first girl told the other homegirl that, hey, the sex was good. You know, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you like this. So she ended up sleeping with the dude. Now, both friends got herpes because I guess they said the first girl had herpes. She gave it to the dude, or the dude gave it to him. Anyway, when they had the interaction, whoever gave who what first, the second girl came around and she caught herpes. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the girl that I was kicking it with, she ended up having herpes because she was sleeping with the dude too. And mind you, now look, I get tested every year, and that was when I was 20 years old. I never had no STD, never had no HIV, AIDS. I guess that count in the category of STD, but in a more serious matter. But all that serious to me. But I never had no nothing. Like, you know, I never had nothing wrong with me. Like, I mean, this ain't got nothing to do with it, but I'm just running the rundown. My kidneys been good, my lungs been good, you know, my heart rate good. No STDs, let me say that again, nothing, none of that. So, you know what I'm saying? And I get checked every year. So, I don't know, but it's crazy that all that happened. Like, she left me hanging for her homegirls and that dude, and then that whole circle end up catching herpes. So I get God bless me. I get God like, hey, don't worry about it, man, because I'm really doing you a favor, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even try to force yourself in that circle, because I'm doing you a favor, man, because yeah, it's a lot going on over there, man. It's a real thunderstorm over there, my boy. I feel God was telling me that, and I look back on it. Then, you know, she called me, you know, crying about it, and I act like I didn't know. Girl ended up telling me that, and then, you know, she told me everything happened. The girl that I was talking to, just like, you know, some while down the line after that, and she was crying and talking about she made a mistake. She should have stayed with me and stuff, and she just kept talking about it and stuff. And I had cut off. I like, oh, I had to let you go though, cause I'm running late for my date. She like, a date? Like, what about what I'm going through? What about what I was going through? You let me hanging at the foul. Like, it ain't everything about you and y'all and your STD patients. I'm chilling. Like, yeah, like I'm moving on my life. Thank you though for sparing me. You know, I would have wrapped it up or something. I would have wrapped it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I would have wore something, but. Thank you for sparing me even attempting to have sex. Thank you for never kissing me. I don't even remember us hugging like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I remember us talking on the phone a lot. If talking on the phone can get you an STD, well, I must be full blown then, because that's the only thing we did was like talk on the phone. We never did nothing else. I picked up a couple times, you know, once or twice went out to eat or something. No kiss, no hug or nothing. I know you can't catch a STD from a hug, but I'm just letting you know, I ain't even get that far. I'm gonna be real with y'all, dog. I ain't gonna be that dude on here like, yeah, I had sex with all these girls, I'm a player. I don't lie, I had my fair share, but I'm call it like I see it, I'm call it the way it is, man. I'm just be real with y'all. Real talk with y'all, man. It's the Pull Out Game podcast, man. We keeping it real down here. Keeping it real around here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so they left me hanging. She called me crying, you know, years later, and yeah, I was late for a date, and me and the girl that, you know, I was late for, we really wanted to date. We were just a girl I was just real cool with, and still cool to this day. I just ain't saying no name, but I just want to let y'all know, like, yeah, it went down like that for real, it went down, man. I ain't even get a chance to pull out, no pull out game, man. Cause it didn't get that far, but I thank her for that. That's why I told her I do appreciate you for that though, and not even bring me through that, you know, cause they said the two girls gave it, or the dude gave it to the two girls, and he ended up having sex with the girl I was cool with, and you know, the whole circle caught STDs. You know what I'm saying? But it's what it is though, man. Ain't nothing I can do about it. I can't control it. I ain't trying to control that. Long as I didn't have it, I didn't touch her, didn't touch her friends, nothing. So yeah, man, it's what it is. That was a crazy story. I just want to tell y'all that real quick. Something happened in my childhood. I dodged and they talking about dodging bullets. I dodged the AK-47 with full rounds and a fully loaded clip. I'm talking about a whole Marine squad, man, with number guns in their hand and fully loaded clips, man. I dodged a lot of bullets. So appreciate that, man. But look, this is the pull-out game, man. It's a healthy host right here, man. I'm healthy. Like, shit, man, I get checked out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm good, man. So, y'all be careful out there, man. Like, everything that you want and trying to get, like, far as like a woman and all that, everything look good ain't for you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all firsthand, man. And I just thank God that I dodged that bullet. But look, let's speak on another topic, man. Let's get to somebody legendary that really did their thing. They monumental in their sport, man. I mean, what can I say? And this dude, he didn't take no for an answer. He would like say he was the underdog, man, but he kept fighting, kept pushing, kept moving. You know what I'm saying? Kept willing his way to success. But who I'm talking about, this dude right here, Michael Strahan, man. Let's get up for Michael Strahan. Let's go. But look, Michael Strahan from Houston, Texas, and he ended up going to Texas Southern University, man, TSU, and he excelled there, man. people were loving his style of play. I know when he was younger, man, like, you know what I'm saying, he was born, he was in Germany. He was born in Germany. And, you know, growing up, he really didn't play football. He was like baseball and like other sports. But he got caught on the football because of his dad. And his dad was like really loving the sport and he gravitated to it. So like I said, he went to high school and college, Texas Southern University, TSU. And then played football there. Defensive end. He ended up getting drafted to the Giants. Man, I'm talking about he won Defensive Player of the Year, man. 2001, 2003, man. And when he first got there, he was making a name for himself. It was a little rocky start. But, you know, he was learning his way in there. And, you know, people used to tease him about his gap. But one thing I love about Michael Strahan, he never got rid of his gap. He had money to get rid of it. They were saying and advising him he should. But he was like, I done came so far with this gap. Why get rid of it now? Like, this is me. This is my identity. This is what I do. So he kept it. And, you know, he made his mark in the game. That was kind of like his trademark was the gap two. The gap two also. Not the gap tooth, but the gap two. T-O-O also. But you can say gap tooth, whatever. But Michael Strahan was like the quiet dude. You know, the rookie coming up. And it was this dude named Mike Manungolo, something like that. Anyway, he was like an ex-gang member on the team. Everybody was like, he used to pick on people in the locker room. He was on the team. And, you know, he done got into fights with people on the team, on the Giants team, and they fought. And everybody he fought, he beat them up. He like undefeated in the locker room. So he used to pick on people. A lot of people didn't mess with him. So one day, the rookie, he started messing with Michael Strahan when he was a rookie. And he was talking stuff about him, and he like, the dude, Mike Manungolo, whatever his name, he was like, you think you could fight me or something? You think you could handle me? You think you could beat me up? He like, look, man, Michael Strahan said, look, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that at all. But if you put your hands on me, we're gonna have to do something about that. So they got the tussling, got the fight. Man, they said Michael Strahan put the hands on that dude. I'm talking about straight beat down, man. I'm talking about that beat down like the last scene in Cooley High beat down, man. I'm talking about the Rodney King 92. It was like, I'm talking about beat down, man. You know what I'm saying? The Reginald Denny beat down, man. Come on, man. What we doing? I mean, beat down, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know that Alabama riot? Beat down, man. I'm talking about the beat down. And ever since then, he gained respect in the locker room. He been like a stand-up dude. He stayed to himself, but he was a people person too. That's hard to do, like knowing you stay to yourself and you're a people person. And you know when the 9/11 hit, you know by then, man, he was already known. Everybody was rocking with him. Man, I'm talking about like that was a tough moment, man. I talked a lot about that 9/11 situation. I'm not from New York, but I still can feel that moment. That was a sad moment, man. Like it was. I don't had like 9/11 patches on jerseys that I done pulled out. So people know that I done talked about that a lot. Shout out to everybody that was affected in the 9/11 situation. That was just sad. I ain't gonna lie. That could have happened to anybody, man. Like that could have been any of us, man. So like I still think about that, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was a crazy moment, man. But when that went down, you know, they took a break during the 9/11 season for a minute. You know, they came back, but they ended up taking a break. And one of the reasons they took a break because, you know, Michael Strahan played for the New York Giants. You know, sports is a big factor, you know, in the world. And then in New York, that happened in 9/11. So people, you know, they needed sports to get over the hump or to get their mind off of what happened. But it was so like tragic and terrible what happened. They had to take a break, man. And Michael Strahan was one of the ones in the forefront to be like, hey man, I think we need to chill. You know what I'm saying? Cause that happened like right around football season. September 11th is like right around football season. Like that's right in the start or the beginning or almost in the beginning of football season. But Michael Strahan, like, man, I think people mind state and like they just situations ain't in the condition to be like to be playing football. You know, basically talking about the athletes. So they took heed of what he said and took a break from football. Like they listened to Michael Strahan that much. Michael Strahan one of the reasons why they like took a little break in football. And yeah, man, it just what it was, man. Michael Strahan was like, he was a big voice in the locker room, man. And then, like I said, they had went to their first Super Bowl. And when they went to their first Super Bowl, they lost. And I think they lost to the Denver Broncos. And, man, it was a learning lesson. But then, later on, like Tom Coughlin became the coach. And Michael Strahan, I heard out his own mouth, said he got fined for being 3 minutes early. Like 3 minutes on time. Like he was 3 minutes earlier than the time he's supposed to got there. And Tom Coughlin fined him for saying he was late. That wasn't good enough. Fined him like $500. And I don't know what Michael Strahan's contract was, but I'm like, damn, there's still a lot of money. And he was like, man, he was telling Tom Coughlin like straight up to his face, like, look, man, I don't like the way you treating me. You treat me like I'm slow, like I don't matter on the team, and you doing that to me, and I'm the dude that they listen to. And you're new here. You're a coach that's new, and I done gained respect on the team. So whatever you say, they're gonna come to me and ask or wonder, is that a good decision to do that? Like they basically picking me over the coach. So if you messing with me and treating me bad, you're gonna lose the rest of the team. So after then, Michael Strahan, he straightened up the coach, and after then everything was good. And they ended up winning the Super Bowl in 2008. They beat my team, the New England Patriots, man. They beat Tom Brady, Randy Moss. They had an undefeated record. That matter of fact, it was 18-0. I think the Giants got there through a wild card. So I didn't expect them to do much damage. I thought they were going to be a walk in the park for the Patriots. Plaxico Burress made the game-winning touchdown for the Giants. Dude had the little catch on his head where he caught the football and grabbed it. He pinned it to his helmet and caught it and landed on the ground. I'm like, did he really catch the ball like that? They end up beating the Patriots and ending their undefeated season. Like, what's going on? I couldn't believe it. To this day, I still can't believe it. But Michael Strahan said out his own mouth, the score was 17. No, what the score was? I think it was what was the score? Score was 14. Was it 14? I can't remember. I think it was 14-7. I can't remember what the score was. But all I know is, no matter of fact, the score was 14-10. Or something like that. And but was it 14? I don't know. But anyway, I can't remember what the score was. But anyway, Michael Strahan predicted that they finna score again. They did score. And they end up winning. So I think I want to say the score was 14-10 Patriots. And they were marching down the field, and Strahan was on the sideline saying, we finna get 17 on the board, and we finna win this thing. And we finna be champs. And they end up scoring 17. The score ended up being 17-14 or something like that. So he predicted it. He told the team don't give up. They end up winning. And then, later on, he ended up retiring. He's a Hall of Famer. Well deserved. He did it his way. He broke the single season sack record. You know what I'm saying? And Lawrence Taylor, one of his idols, had the record. He broke it. And, he did everything he set out to do, Michael Strahan, man. And then they asked Michael Strahan after he retired, what do you plan on doing after your football career? And when everything's said and done all the way, what do you hope your legacy be? He said, I hope my legacy be in TV shows, movies, and commercials, and me being like more successful than my football career. And he made that to a reality. He ended up going on the Regis and Kelly show, and he made an impact. They loved his charisma and how he was. And they were like in the office watching him as a guest on there. And they was like, damn, this dude really got something here. Did he end up going on there a second time? And matter of fact, they asked him too, like, your charisma so dope. Regis was like, your charisma so dope. He ain't say it like that, but you know, you got a good charisma, man. Like, you gonna wind up taking my show or something like that. Or he like, what do you plan on doing now since you retired? He like, I don't know. Maybe if this one person leave this show right here, or maybe I could step in and take over be the host. And Kelly was like, that's not a bad idea. I don't know. I think they would apply. I don't know. They had it already in the works. He had a contract on the way or whatever, but they was already talking about it. Then he came down a second time, like months later or a year later, and then he started dancing and he ended up ripping his pants off and he calmed down. He had boxers on or some kind of underwear on, whatever. And you know, they didn't even know he was gonna do that. He started dancing and started like having fun, entertainment. They were like, damn, this is the guy I feel we need to be the next host after Regis retired. Regis retired. They started auditioning for different hosts to be alongside Kelly, and they just love Michael Strahan. He ended up being the next host on Good Morning America, you know, and it was a wrap after that. And he became a legend on Good Morning America, on like a talk show host. So and everybody know Good Morning America, man. He don't interview people. He don't like have funny moments, real moments. I mean, he don't transition from football to being like a talk show host now. So yeah, it's dope, man, how he just had his career like that, man. So shout out to Michael Strahan, man, did his thing. I just want to pull this jersey out, Pull Out Game Podcast, man. You know what time it is, you know what the vibes is, man. This episode 89. You know what I'm saying? Right on time. And yes, that rhymes. But look, you already know what we got to do, man. Got to pull the jersey out for a second time. You know what I'm saying? The words of Shalimar. Second time around. But yeah, here we go, man. Michael Strahan, man. Let's get it. Legend. Now he on Good Morning America doing his thing, man. The black dude that's on Good Morning America, for those that don't know football, the black guy with the gap teeth on Good Morning America, that's this dude right here, Michael Strahan. And I know plenty of y'all watch Good Morning America, man. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. This Michael Strahan, All-State, everything, New York Giants jersey, man. We play for the NFL, man. All-State, everything, man. This All-State, everything. Stop playing. The best jersey collection on the planet. What y'all know about that, man? I know y'all like my shirt too, man. Proud family, man. Years ahead pendant. You know what I'm saying? Proud family, you know what I'm saying? Represent. But look, man. This is what we doing today, man. This is what we doing today, man. Michael Strahan, man. Y'all stop playing. Y'all stop acting like y'all don't know who this guy is, man. Stop acting like y'all don't know who this guy is, man. Do y'all need a name tag? No, you don't, because I'm showing you here. You don't need no name tag for what's going on right now. This Michael Strahan. Stop playing with this guy, man. Yeah. You already know it, man. But yeah, this Michael Strahan, All-State, everything, New York Giants jersey. You know, Tom Coughlin and Eli Manning end up winning 2 Super Bowls against my Patriots. Damn. They call Eli Manning the I don't want to say it, man. They call him the Brady killer, the Tom Brady killer. Because he beat him twice in the Super Bowl. But I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that. Ain't trying to hear. But Michael Strahan only got 1 Super Bowl. Because he retired after 2008. He went out like a real champ. He got his ring. You know, he already got a Defensive Player of the Year, 2001, 2003. He beat up the dude in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? He got along with Tom Coughlin. They finally got along because they were bumping heads at first. But what it is, man. He won Super Bowl 2008. He didn't win it in 2012 because he had retired already. Y'all know the man. He was already gone. So, what it is, man. But I had to pull out this Michael Strahan All-State Everything New York Giant jersey. You never know what football jersey I'm going to pull out. You never know what baseball jersey I'm going to pull out. You never know what basketball jersey I'm going to pull out. You just never know. So, all y'all got to do is tune in, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Stop playing. Let's get it. Y'all already know it, man. The Pull Out Game podcast in effect. I appreciate y'all subscribing. Like I said, that story I had told y'all was all facts. It's crazy story. I dodged the bullet. What can I say, man? But I thank y'all, man, for tuning in every week, man. Like I said, I can't believe I be checking the subscriber count, the views, and everything just rising to the top, man. Like moving on up, like the Jeffersons, man, for real. So I thank y'all, man. Closing in, man, on like bigger and better things, man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to y'all, man. But I had to pull out that Michael Strahan jersey. Y'all never know what's gonna be next. Y'all just gotta stay tuned, man. But y'all hold that thing down, man. Choo.
My brain is exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorena Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
What's good? This your boy Hen, checking back on in. Segment 2, Pull Out Game Podcast, episode 89. It's still here, man. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Appreciate y'all. Been rocking with your boy this long. The train's still going. Ain't stopped. Steady moving, man. Like it should be. But look, man, I'm gonna get into the next jersey. The jersey I'm gonna pull out is a dude that he's a player that been on here before, but not this part of his career though. So this is another part of his career, and I'm talking about this part of his career, this aspect of his career, because this groundbreaking moment of his career that made him who he is. He legendary. You know your sports. You already know who he is. We're gonna pull it out, but something I want to talk about too. But let's pull the jersey out while it's hanging up while I'm talking my talk. But the jersey I'm finna pull out, this guy right here, man. Let's get to it. Oh. Bam. This guy right here, man. You know what the vibes, man. You know the vibes, man. The Hoyas, the Georgetown Hoyas, number 3. Who is that? No, this is not Kyle Watson from Above the Rim. Y'all remember at the end of Above the Rim, he had a Georgetown Hoyas jersey on, number 3? Man, not quite. But this dude right here, let's go and get to it, man. Groundbreaking. You know, dude right here is not to be played with. Did his thing. Represented the right way. Misunderstood. Y'all already know who it is. That guy, the one and only. Allen Iverson, man. AI, man. Allen Iverson, man. Number 3 for the Georgetown Hoyas, man. And you know, I never pulled out his high school basketball jersey yet. I ain't even got Iverson middle school jersey. Y'all stop playing. But I did pull out his high school football jersey on the previous episode. Y'all go back and look. It's there. It's in the archives. It's one of the episodes. It's so many episodes. Y'all just got to stay tuned, man. But look, man. This the Iverson All-State Everything Georgetown jersey. One with the Hoyas Georgetown joint, man. Stop playing. Yeah, man. Then got the... Man, look, got that on the side. Man, it's dope. It's dope, man. It's dope. On the sides, yep. Yeah, it's dope. Yep. Just like the jersey. But, yeah, man, this All-State Everything Georgetown Allen Iverson jersey, man. Stop playing with this guy, man. All-State Everything, too, man. Stop playing with this guy. Yeah. But, dude, it was a big moment in his career, man. Let's talk about it, though. I really want to talk about this, man. Look, man, I want to say something real quick, man. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Make sure the jersey was looking right on here, man. It's a pull-out game, man. Hold on. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Is that right, y'all? Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Time on doing it, y'all can just be watching the jersey. Ain't that what y'all came for, the jerseys? Bam, there we go. Okay, there we go, there we go. Like I said, sorry for the technical difficulty, trying to get the jersey right for my people watching, all my people out there, and Pull Out Game podcast land, you know what I'm saying? But look, I want to say that real quick. I know Usher, Chris Brown, big concert. You know, that was a big concert. And the female, the woman that was acting funny with Usher, like, she didn't want him kissing her and all that. And my only thing is, like, why do you even come to the show? You paid all that money just to see him. Then when they did you one better, you weren't even just at the show. They put you on stage. Usher wanted to kiss you. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know, women love Usher and Chris Brown. You know, they would die or pay their life savings just to be on stage with them. Once you was on stage, you were falling back. You know, like you didn't want to be kissed by Usher and acting funny. You know, treat me like old girl at the fair. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all remember the first segment I told the story. But look, and I just didn't get it though. And she said she'd rather get kissed by Chris Brown instead of Usher. You should be glad you up there. Who are you to make decision on who like gonna interact with you? Who are you? Like, where's your name tag? Who are you? Like, nobody knows you. It's like, that was wrong with a lot of women. Not saying all women, but some women that was wrong with, like, they think the world, the sun they think the sun don't rise until they wake up. And it's like, you know, that's crazy. Like, just be glad you on stage. Just be glad you're up there. Like, that's wild work, man. Like, I don't know, man. Shout out to the women with level heads and you know, it's a lot of y'all out there that, you know, that y'all level headed, man. And y'all don't be on that mess and stuck up mess and all that. Shout out to y'all, man. That's wild work, man. I just never understood that. But anyway, I just want to speak on that real quick. But look, man, we finna get to the jersey at hand. You know what I'm saying? The man with the plan, Allen Iverson. And I brought this jersey out because Allen Iverson is known for his crossover, right? He's known for it. But a lot of people don't know this is where Allen Iverson learned his crossover at, when he was at Georgetown. He learned it from a dude named Dean Berry. Black dude was a walk-on. And they used to, you know, play one-on-one and guard each other. Dean Berry used to get Iverson all the time with the crossover. And Iverson like, damn, how does he keep doing this to me? And even when Iverson was expecting the crossover, Dean Berry still did it to him. And then, you know, Iverson had a lot of pride, a lot of ego. He still put it to the side and be like, look, man, Dean Berry, you got to show me how you did that, how you do this crossover. So they stayed over after practice, hours and hours practicing the crossover. The technique, the footwork, the oral of how to move and shift and to the side and you know, fake your opponent to believe that you're going this way, you cross it back over the other way. They, you know, perfected it, man. They spent hours and hours learning it. You know, because Dean Berry used to kill Iverson with that crossover. And, you know, Iverson was like more athletic, more quicker, but he still couldn't stop Dean Berry crossover. So Dean Berry taught Iverson his legendary crossover that everybody know him for. Iverson known for the crossover thanks to Dean Berry. And Dean Berry, he don't get no recognition for that too, man. He could have been like, I ain't teaching you my move. This is my move. Well, I'm gonna teach you what I learned how to do, what I know how to do. That's how I'm killing you. I'm not gonna teach you that. But he put his pride to the side and like, look, man, I'm gonna teach you how to do it. And that one of the reasons that made Iverson a household name. Don't get me wrong, Iverson could score anyway. He was like one of the best then. Like he could score his butt off, but that crossover, like just like the cherry on top of the ice cream, man. Like for real. And he took off after that, man. He got in the league and couldn't nobody stop that crossover. Of course, y'all all know what he did to Jordan with the crossover, but man, Dean Barry helped him to be like a real household name with that crossover, man. He could have not taught Iverson that. What? Could y'all imagine if Dean Barry was like a big ego-driven, selfish dude and didn't never teach Iverson that crossover? We would have never got Iverson in that form of the crossover that he learned. And he learned it around these times when he was in Georgetown. Austin, everything, Georgetown jersey, man. You know what I'm saying? Georgetown basketball jersey. But yeah, man, I just want to bring that up, man. You know, John Thompson took him in. You know, his mom begged him as he got in a fight in that bowling alley and went to prison. And they made some calls and you know, they got him out. He came home. John Thompson took him in. His mom begged him, Ann Iverson, shout out to Ann Iverson, begged John Thompson to like take him in and he gonna be a good kid and just work with him. And he took him on his word. He took his mom on his word and Iverson was a good kid, man. He did his thing. He wasn't the trouble to the locker room. He did what he was supposed to do. They bumped heads that time because you know it's a competitive sport. Coach and player, coach. You know how they go. But everything worked out. He ended up getting drafted to the 76ers. He played 2 seasons, you know, in college with Georgetown. He got drafted to the pros in 96. He's, you know, from 94 to 96, he stayed with Georgetown. So, yeah, he did his thing, man. I just want to bring that up too, man, because when he was in Georgetown, that's where he learned the crossover. A lot of people, you know, I like to tell the backstory on a lot of stuff too, man, that a lot of people don't know about. Probably a lot of y'all knew that. Probably a lot of y'all didn't. But now, all of y'all know. So, I'm telling you right here, man, I speak the true facts. You look it up. Everything, man, from the jerseys, authentic, the patches that be on the jersey, everything, man, is authentic, real deal, man. But look, Georgetown, to me, I feel, well, you know, he won some state championships in high school, and he won state championship in high school football and high school basketball. Then, you know, he went to Georgetown. You know, I feel like that was he really was making his name. In high school, he was making his name to get to college. And college, he was making his name to like be in the pros. So, you know, it levels to that stuff, man. And, you know, whatever level you at, the next level, watch. He was in high school, college was hearing about him. He went to college, the pros started hearing about him. That's how it worked, man. But so, yeah, man, Iverson, he was a humble kid, but he was cocky and confident too. So, it come with the territory. To be great, you gotta have that in you. Cocky and confident, man. You know, if not, you're just gonna be an average Joe, man. But Iverson, shout out to Iverson, shout out to Dean Barry for teaching Iverson that crossover. I bet Jordan deep down, like, man, Jordan and a lot of people in the NBA should be mad at Dean Barry. Because he's the reason Iverson embarrassed a lot of y'all. Embarrassed y'all bad. So, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. But, just, you know, go to the doctor, get your ankles checked. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can tell you. But, we can show the jersey again, man. Allen Iverson. Yeah, a lot of people backing up. Yeah, backing up. Just like that girl was backing up when Usher tried to kiss her. Y'all know what's going on. But anyway, let's show the jersey again. Allen Iverson, when he was in Georgetown. Shout out to Dean Barry for making Iverson more unstoppable than he already was. That's crazy. Let's get to it. Yeah, man. Allen Iverson, man. All State everything. What y'all know about Allen Iverson, man? Yeah, man. What y'all know about this guy, man? AI, man. Everybody got all this AI stuff going on. This the only AI that I recognize, man. I don't recognize no other AI, man. But this one, not that artificial intelligence. Hell, I even recognize Andre Iguodala as that AI. Them the two AI I recognize, Allen Iverson and Andre Iguodala. But yeah, man. All State everything, man. Georgetown Iverson jersey. This where he learned the legendary crossover, man, when he with Georgetown. A lot of y'all don't even know that. Stop playing, man. What? Come on, man. Yes, indeed. Oh, man. Like they said back in the 90s, man. You know what I'm saying? Tag team and all them boys, man. Whoop that is, man. For real. But look, he played 67 games with the Georgetown Hoyas. You know what I'm saying? He averaged 23 points per game with the Georgetown Hoyas. You know what I'm saying? 4.6 assists with the Georgetown Hoyas. Field goal percentage, 44% with the Georgetown Hoyas. You know what I'm saying? Field goal 3-point percentage, 31.4% percentage with the Georgetown Hoyas. Free throw percentage, it really wasn't that good. 68.3%. You know what I'm saying? Efficiency field goal 49.2%. So, you know, 2 seasons, man was locked up for a minute in prison, a little rusty, came back, represented, did 2 seasons, went to the draft, became Rookie of the Year, made a household name for himself. Like I told y'all, Iverson was my favorite player before Kevin Durant came along. Before I even knew who Kevin Durant was, Iverson was that guy. So, I just love Iverson back then, man, with his game, man. Like, Iverson was just that dude, man. I love that dude game. Everybody know I was a big fan of Iverson back then, too. Still a fan, forever a fan. You know what I'm saying? Forever one of my favorite players. Like I said, KD my favorite player of all time, but Iverson gonna be forever one of my favorite players. Never no love lost there, my boy. AI, man. The only AI I recognize, man. This is Allen Iverson, man. He played the Georgetown Hoyas, man. In the words of Big Boy from Outkast, bulldog like no Georgetown Hoyas. Yeah, man. But this Iverson, man. I know there's a lot of Iverson fans out there. I done pulled out a lot of Iverson jerseys. I got a lot of more Iverson jerseys too. Like I said, I ain't even pulled out his high school basketball jersey, his middle school jersey. I ain't even pulled those joints out. Y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all never know. Man, it's so many jerseys going on the Pullout Game podcast, man. This the spot to be, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I come here every episode. You know, sometimes I have a guest, but majority of the time, just me and the camera talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hour plus long. Baby talking to the camera, to myself. But I'm talking to y'all, you know, when y'all see it. I'm talking to myself now, but when y'all get it, I'm talking to y'all. And, you know, and just coming up with content for an hour plus straight. Sometimes it don't be an hour. Majority of the time be over an hour. Whatever y'all get, however long I feel like talking for that episode is what it is. But, you know, I get this content to y'all. And, you know, and I do an hour long or plus every week. This is not for the week, man. Like, I do this, man. I love to talk. You know, I segue into the jersey, start talking about the players, talk about topic, humor, stories, content. I do this, man. Like, who y'all know doing this? Who y'all know just give me y'all content like this, man? You know what I'm saying? With a jersey hanging up, and I'm breaking down the player, breaking down the stats, breaking down the backstory of who they was and what they did on and off the court, on and off the field. Who y'all know doing this, man? I'm just saying. Let's talk about it. Or let's not talk about it because ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nobody doing this but me. But look, man, I just want to speak on that too, but I'm going to show the Georgetown Iverson jersey again. Shout out to Dean Barry, man. Like, he was a walk-on prospect that, you know, Georgetown picked him up. And luckily, Iverson put his pride to the side. Not even that Dean Barry was there. Iverson put his pride to the side. Like, look, man, you got to teach me that move so I can put that in my arsenal to kill these people on the court with that move, man. Like, how you doing me like this every time, breaking my ankles like that? Even if Iverson know it's coming, he still get his ankle broke. And then, Iverson, being that he faster and quicker and more athletic, the crossover gonna hit more. And boy, did he do that when he went to the pros. And he started doing it in college too. But then he started licking his chops, started getting ready for the NBA players. And he did on Jordan and all the other players, man, like Steve Nash. Everybody was getting it, man. I'm talking about everybody was getting it. He even gave to Stephon Marbury. Like, everybody came in here way was getting that crossover, man. They were getting it. Derek Fisher got it. I mean, whoever wanted it, and was going to Iverson, you got that work, man. You got that work in a real bad, greasy way, man. And when I say greasy, I ain't talking about no Diddy baby oil. No Diddy here, man. AI, the real AI, Allen Iverson, he ain't do that Diddy mess, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna put that on him like that. Or nobody in my jersey collection, man. Yeah. You heard what I said. But look, let's show the jersey one more time, man. One more time. If I show a jersey 3 times or whatever, that don't mean that the jersey I only showed 2 times. I like the jersey more that I showed 3 times. It's just like, it's just whatever I feel at the moment, man. That's all it is, man. Because I love all my jerseys the same, man. All of them. All of them. But, got to show the jersey again. Here we go. Yeah, man. Y'all see the vibes, man. Y'all see the vibes, man. Allen Iverson, Georgetown Hoya jersey. Like I said, man, y'all better think Dean Barry, because if it wasn't for him, y'all wouldn't have seen that Iverson crossover. You would have never seen it. I'm just saying, Allen Iverson, Georgetown. Georgetown. Yeah, man, that's what it is, man. But look, when Iverson got to the league, though, and you started doing the crossover, I believe the referee was hating on Iverson because the crossover was so effective. Then they started saying he palming the ball, he carrying the ball, so they count that as a turnover. I'm glad they caught on it kind of late, though, because we would have never got them crossover. Iverson would have had to stop really doing it. Because you notice, when he got like around with the Denver Nuggets and like way late on in his career, he stopped doing the crossover because they start like harassing him about he carrying the ball and double dribble. They started just saying all kind of stuff, man. Like, my thing, if it wasn't carried in when he was crossing Jordan and all them other people, why did they carry late on? Like, they were hating on him, man. They were hating on like the black dude with the cornrows. Like, when he didn't play in the game, he wore what he wanted to wear. You know what I'm saying? His street clothes, and he didn't wear suits and stuff like Jordan and them did. So they got mad at it. They didn't like it. So they started like, the most famous thing that we can stop is that crossover. So they just say he palming the ball, he carrying the ball. And Iverson slowed down in the crossover after that. So he kept doing the crossover, but it wasn't that effective crossover that he usually was doing in his early stage of his career. It was just like, dribble to one side, dribble to the other side. It wasn't like, oh, we finna, pick the ball up and fake him and cross over. It wasn't just that effect that he had. Y'all know the effect that Iverson had, man. And the ref was hating on him, man. They didn't want that man to shine. They didn't want him to do his thing. I couldn't stand it, man. I just couldn't stand it. But it's what it is. We still got a lot of great Iverson moments with the crossover. This is where it started at when he was in Georgetown. Shout out to Dean Barry, y'all. Y'all give a shout out to Dean Barry, man. If y'all love Iverson crossover, give a shout out to Dean Barry, man. And shout out to Iverson for, putting his pride to the side and saying, like, look, I need you to teach me how to do this. And he became a beast, man. He was a beast before then, but that added more to the arsenal, man. So, I mean, what can I say? Iverson was that guy. He did his thing. Shout out to Allen Iverson. I mean, it's steps to it. You know, he got arrested from the bowling alley incident. They got him out of prison. His mom begged John Thompson, the Georgetown coach, to take him on. So the mom started it off. And then when he got to Georgetown, then when he met Dean Berry. When he met Dean Berry, shout out to Iverson. Well, shout out to Georgetown, too, for getting Dean Berry. And when they got Dean Berry, shout out to that dude, the one that crossed up Allen Iverson. And out of all the people that Iverson could have checked, he checked Dean Berry. Dean Berry was crossing the hell up out of Iverson. Iverson put his pride to the side and said, look, teach me how to do it. He didn't have to he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to put his pride to the side, but he did it. And the rest was history. After that, he went to the league, NBA, wreaked havoc. Y'all know the rest, man. But look, I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't say it a lot on the episode, but I never thought my channel would get to this point. But it did because of y'all, so I'm thanking y'all every chance I get along with the content, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are the truth. Y'all are the GOATs, man. Y'all know that, though. Y'all the GOATs, man. These players are GOATs, but y'all GOATs too, man. Y'all the GOATs too. So, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. Bottom of my heart, thank y'all, man. For real. Channel doing good, man. Call to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? But I had to pull out this Georgetown Iverson jersey, man. I had to. I mean, this a monumental moment. This a crucial, big part of Iverson's career. So, I feel like an eyelash or something in my eye. I don't know. But we're going to fight through it. But shout out to Iverson. Georgetown, man. I had to pull this jersey out too, man. Shout out to Michael Strahan. If y'all didn't see the first segment, go back and watch it. You know what I'm saying? Go back and watch more episodes. Stay tuned for newer episodes. You know, who gonna be on the next episode? You never know. Yeah, but yeah, man, y'all hold it down. I appreciate y'all showing love to my songs, Euthanasia and Kicking the Dead Horse, the Looney T disses, y'all. Y'all appreciate y'all. You know, it what it is though, man. I had to get it to them. But look, you know, the album, you know, got the album going, coming. But look, anyway, we're going to get into all that in no time. But look, Georgetown, Allen Iverson, that's where it's at. Y'all hold it down. It's been fun talking to y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned for episode 90 on the way, man. That sound crazy, episode 90, man. Been a lot of grind, a lot of hard work, man. A lot of talking, a lot of jerseys getting pulled out, a lot of humor, a lot of just rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you never know what's going to happen next. Stay tuned. I just pulled out these two jerseys, man. We're going to, you know, just going to, like, cut it like that. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, too, man. I'm going to start doing this, too. I'm going to be like, I'm going to pull out two jerseys, right? And I know a lot of y'all be want to see, like, recaps of jerseys I already pulled out. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do the best of both worlds. I'm going to pull out the first two jerseys that will be the new jerseys. And the third segment going to be a recap of an old jersey that I done pulled out. So the third segment, for now on, going to be like a recap segment. So if I ever do a third segment, it's going to always be a recap segment. So, you know, it ain't going to be on this episode, but they coming. Just know they coming, man. So y'all stay tuned for that too. You know I love y'all, man. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all my people for life. For life. Even in the afterlife, y'all my people. But Georgetown, Allen Iverson, Allstate, everything. Hoya, Georgetown, Hoya jersey. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say one more thing too. Michael Strahan dad, he was like a lieutenant in the army, or colonel or something. He was a lieutenant, but he didn't play no game, man. And I end up finding out that Michael Strahan dad ended up fighting Ken Norton Sr., the boxer. You know, Ken Norton Jr. played football for the 49ers. But, you know, Jr. did. But Ken Norton Sr. was a boxer. Do you know Michael Strahan dad fought Ken Norton Sr. twice? And the record was 1-1. So for the record be 1-1, Michael Strahan dad actually beat Ken Norton Sr. They end up, I think, beating Muhammad Ali. That's crazy. Crazy work, man. So, yeah, Michael Strahan came from a bloodline of, like, I get that why he beat up dude in the locker room, man. Like, he came from a bloodline of fighters, man. If you go toe-to-toe with Muhammad Ali, I'm just saying, man. What you expect, man? But look, I had fun with y'all, man. Had fun rocking with y'all, talking with y'all, showcasing these jerseys to y'all. Y'all stay tuned. You never know what jersey gonna be on the next episode. Y'all already know it's gonna be some serious, some legendary, some iconic. Just never know. But episode 90 on the way, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all already know it. Hold it down. It's been fun talking to y'all, rocking with y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe. Tell your people, man. Tell all your folks, man. Everybody. Tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, appreciate y'all, man. For real. And y'all hold that thing down. And I'm up out of here, man. Pull Out Game Podcast had just hit y'all in the face again with them brass knuckles. I'm out.
When drinking angry, the same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.